Hello students, in my today's lectures, I'll be carrying over from the earlier lecture. We will be discussing Porter's generic strategies, second part, that is differentiation and focus. In the first part, I talked about cost leadership. Now moving forward, Porter gave three basic strategies: cost leadership, differentiation and focus. Differentiation is the third type, and in focus we have two categories, type 4 and type 5. Now differentiation can use in market sizes which are large, but focus we use in market size where market size is small. And in focus we have further two categories, one is low cost focus and second is best value focus. Now coming to differentiation, it is a strategy aimed at producing products and services considered unique industry wide. That's important word, industry wide, and directed at consumers who are relatively price insensitive. That is, consumers who are willing to pay more for the differentiated product or service. Focus means producing products and services that fulfill the need of a small group of customers. That means the market size should be small. That is important over here. Now further coming to type 4, that is low cost focus strategy. You have to cater to a small market and offer them goods and services at a lower price. So typical examples of this two from the American market are Jiffy Lube. Now Jiffy Lube is a chain of service stations that offer oil change and certain other basic features for car owners. It's a chain in the US owned by an oil company, Royal Dutch Shell. Uh, Second is Pizza Hut. As in the American market, Pizza Hut is considered to be a low cost pizza option, focusing to a very specific and niche market, having a taste for their pizzas. Next example is of local car dealers. Now these are there in almost all countries, and generally they deal in second hand cars, and second hand cars are very affordable because in approximately 3 years most of the luxury cars they come down to half their price. As well as the next example is of local restaurants. So local restaurant in any city or town will cater to a limited market, and generally they are cheap compared to the chain of restaurants. So this strategy is also known as cost focus strategy. Now coming to the next one, that is best value focus strategy, that offers products or services to a small range of customers at the best price value available on the market. Now when we talk about the concept of best price value, it means the price may be on the higher side. It's generally on the higher side, but people are willing to pay because they find value in it. Two examples are Cannondale bicycles, American product. Costly bicycles in India, they start around 50,000, 60,000 rupees, available on the online stores, available Amazon and Flipkart. And second example we have of Maytag washing machines. Again a US product, but it's again present in India. There's a Indian website they have now, and they are basically focusing their washing machines at commercial laundry segment. So commercial laundries are operating in big cities and hospitals and hotels and big universities. So that is their focus segment for that. Now we come to the next part, that is differentiation strategies. Differentiation strategy we'll study a bit in detail now. That was the introduction earlier. Differentiation strategy should be pursued only after a careful study of buyers' needs and preferences. So here the question is, when should a company follow differentiation strategy? After a study of buyers' needs and preferences, to determine the feasibility of incorporating one or more differentiating features into a unique product that features the desired attributes. So all these keywords are very important. Now we have typical examples. Sony Bravia LED TVs. The cost is a bit on higher side compared to Samsung TVs because they claim their picture quality is the best in the world. Then Tesla cars, everybody knows what's the major differences. They don't have in petrol or diesel engines. In fact, they are going to disrupt the whole car market in the world. And third product category I've chosen is a consumer durable O general ACs, again present in the Indian market. A normal split AC 1.5 ton will cost you around 35,000 to let's say 45,000 for a inverter series, but O general is priced around 15 or 20,000 more because they are more heavy duty and the build quality is better. And in most of the commercial places in cities, I have seen people either use O general or they use Mitsubishi rather than the normal priced ones. Okay, now we further see another list of 10 products which have differentiated themselves successfully from the competition. In detail, we will go into two only. One is Oscar Health Insurance, and second is T-Mobile. This example is from the American Geography. Now, coming to T-Mobile, T-Mobile is a mobile phone carrier in the USA. Just like we have Vodafone, Airtel, and Jio in India. So there are three major players in USA. The second and third one being AT&T, that is American Telecom and Telegraph, and Verizon Wireless. So both these two companies are very big. AT&T and Verizon Wireless, they have very large market share, whereas T-Mobile is a small company having lesser number of subscribers, and it uses focus strategy. So the first line, now this is from their website. It says T-Mobile is a cellular company that's shedding what it means to be a cellular company. That is, they don't want to have the image of a typical cellular company that a consumer has in his mind. They want to be a bit different. So how do they do it? They cater to a smaller, younger niche audience. So most of their customers are younger in age. T-Mobile finds its differentiation opportunity by targeting urban dwellers compared to rural people. However, the rural population is very less in USA. Those who don't want to be tied down. Now, which urban dwellers? Those who don't want to be tied down. Now, tied down, what do you mean by tied down? In North American market and European market, there is a trend in the mobile market. If you want to buy a high-end phone, let's say iPhone or Samsung high-end phone of $1,500, then you don't have to pay all the amount in one go in the beginning. You can have monthly installments paid in a period of over 2 years or 3 years, and that's tied up with your plan, and the plan is also expensive. So that's how people are able to afford high-end phones over there, and they don't have this kind of options for the consumers. They are different than the other two. By listening and following the behaviors of their core customer, the business focuses on more attributes of its audience. They focus more on what the consumers want compared to the competing companies, the other two companies, which, while perhaps are larger, they don't seek to offer the personal connection. So, this thing is important, the personal connection T Mobile has made with so many of its customers. Now, how does T-Mobile do it? And this is what we study in the differentiation theory also, how the general points, how companies are doing it. So here we are getting some 3-4 points which are specific to T-Mobile, how they do it. They create messages that aim directly at customers' biggest pain points. That is, they address the issues which trouble the customers the most and away from their biggest flaw. They take customers away from the biggest flaw, that is the size of the network. So size means the towers are not present everywhere in the USA. Their coverage is not as wide or as good as their competitors is. Second, they have a strong and a unique color palette or a color theme, which we see in the next slide on their website, that is pink, and even their logo, everything that they write is in pink color. Third, so pink is their corporate identity color. Third point is they pay early termination fees for its customers. Now, what is termination fees? When a customer has to change from one network to another network, then he has to pay the company that he is leaving. So they don't charge, they pay this thing for the customer. So this is the biggest hurdle for people when switching carriers. So if somebody is willing to come to T-Mobile network, they are willing to pay the switching fees that he has to pay to Verizon or AT&T. Next point is they are allowing customers to bring in unlocked phones to switch to T-Mobile, which their competitors don't do. And below we see there are three different features highlighted in again their color pink. They are introducing simple starter plans that start at $40 per month. So in US, Canada, North America, Europe, $40 is the average what it costs to have a plan. So that comes to around to 2,800 3,000 Indian rupees. Then they are offering 1 GB free data by adding a tablet to a qualifying voice plan. And then they are saying that break free from the old wireless rules. That is the rules that other companies are having. Now, what are they telling about themselves on their website? Again, you can see a black background highlighted by pink. Now, the first thing, the major tagline that is there, they say, here's what sets us apart. That is how we are different from our competitors. So, the first point I have highlighted in yellow, they are customer crazed and employee committed. The moves we made for our customers and employees haven't gone unnoticed. And then there's a link, check out the awards, they say, because of this, which we'll see in the next slide. Second point, they say we are more about the dollars and the cents. And third point is we are moving beyond telecom to the mobile web and the internet of things. So three differentiating features they have highlighted on their site. Now coming to the link that I talked about earlier, when they say they are customer crazy about the customers and employees. Now they have been honored. Now who has honored them? That is number one from JD Power. Now what is JD Power? JD Power is a company that conducts consumer satisfaction surveys all across the world through various product categories. So they are basically a consumer satisfaction survey firm, JD Power. Now they have got awards in 3 categories, and in all 3 categories they are number 1. Now let's see the first category. They are number 1 for US full service, wireless full service carrier as far as customer care study is concerned. You can go to the JD Power website and see these results in full detail for yourselves. Then second category is they are number 1 as far as purchase experience study of consumers is concerned. The purchase experience of consumers is best with T-Mobile. Third category they've got number 1 is full service purchase experience study. In this parameter also they have come to be number 1 compared to their competitors. So that was all about T-Mobile. Now we move to the next example, that is Oscar Health Insurance. Now this is again an insurance company in the US geography. It focuses in only one major city, that is New York, compared to other companies which are focusing all over America, and they are moving beyond America into the rest of the world also. In fact, they are multinational companies. Both of them we have in India also. New York Life is present as Max New York Life, and MetLife also has a tie-up with the Indian insurance firm. Now what does this Oscar Health do? So Oscar Health Insurance, how does it differentiate itself? Pride itself on being insurance made friendly. Now see, it seems to look very simple, but people are not very familiar with insurance. In India also, if you survey 100 people, hardly 1 or 2 will have themselves get insured. People don't understand insurance. They think it is something very complicated. So this company had made insurance very friendly and easy. For the layman, healthcare is a fairly daunting subject. That is a tough subject to understand and negotiate with. With that in mind, this brand sought to make medical coverage a tradition for its core customer. Tradition means he follows it very regularly, and they made it very personable and easy to understand. So that is the first thing. So they've made insurance very easy to understand how it works. Now that's not the only one reason how they differentiate. The second reason is Oscar Health Insurance uses simplicity to differentiate itself in the healthcare market. That was related to the first point, easy one. Second is in prioritizing an inbound approach to its insurance offerings. That is customers who visit their website or their office. Oscar Health Insurance designed a user experience into its website that allows customers to browse and learn about what they are paying for. That means the customers are having a very transparent process. They know how their premium is being calculated. If they give more premium, the company is going to give them more services with more features. But their desired plan and they buy their desired plan and customize it with a doctor who is in their insurance network. And in the American system, insurance works in a different, slightly different way compared to India. There you have to, if you have to go to a doctor also for OPD check, your insurance company pays for his fees and other expenses. So you have to have a doctor tie up also along when you get insurance. All from the Oscar Health website. You can do it on the website very easily. The build your own plan concept. Now this is the key take from this. Build it. The customer builds his own plans. I've seen here in India insurance companies, they have fixed plans, 5 or 6 plans you have, then a customer is supposed to choose from one of them. Makes the company truly shine in its market, that is New York City. Now again, coming to something how they differentiate themselves in other ways apart from the first two that we have studied earlier. They use bright visuals. This we will see just on their website in the next page. Bright visuals, large short copy method in advertising, uh, and parallax scrolling site to make digesting information easy on their desktop, mobile, and tablet. Second is they focus on a small niche network, that is New York, talked about earlier. Third is the company is transparent in partnering with doctors, allowing you to customize and quote your premium immediately. So the transparency is the next point. And last is making customer benefit promises like talk with our doctors for free. One will call you within the hour. So in case you need a doctor for a medical situation, so he'll be available within an hour, which is not very easy thing to do in US and Canada. Now we are having a look at the website of this company, hioscar.com, and you can see, as they mentioned, they use bright visuals on the website and very short copy. The message is very short. Now look at the message that they are giving nowadays. Help flatten the curve. Now which curve they are talking about? The curve because of COVID. That is the corona situation that is going on in the world nowadays. And they mention CR corona resources. So what kind of plans we are offering to fight you from the corona? Here also in India, people are so afraid of insurance. People are thinking that if we buy insurance now, the companies will not honor us because the pandemic is going on, which is not actually the case. And if you, in case you need to get treatment from a private hospital for corona illness, then the bill may go up to 4 to 4.5 lakhs. So one must have an insurance amount of at least 10 to 12 lakhs in India, and the premium for that, which is not much. Okay, now next, what the Hioscar website offers is what they promised earlier, how they differentiate. Talk to a doctor in as little as 15 minutes. And second point is get a refill without having to set foot in a doctor's office. Refill means getting your medicines without going to the doctor again. So that was about two examples that we saw from the T-Mobile website and Hioscar website. Now moving to some theoretical concepts again. Now this kind of stuff is important for case discussion and also from the examination point of view. Now something more about differentiation strategies. Now the first part is what differentiation is not. So people generally think differentiation to be very easy. So differentiation does not guarantee competitive advantage, especially if standard products sufficiently meet customer needs. So if standardized products are meeting customer needs, then there is no use of differentiation. And second point is if rapid imitation is there by your competition, then also your differentiation ceases to exist. Now the second part is what differentiation is. Now there are 7 or 8 points. What differentiated kind of products and services are. Products may have greater flexibility. One, they may have greater compatibility. They may have lower cost. They may have improved services, less maintenance, greater convenience, or more features. So all these lead to product differentiation. I'll not go into further examples now. We've discussed enough. Product development is an example of a strategy that offers a advantage of differentiation. All products that have advanced features, a number of models, a lot of variants, a lot of money has been spent on product development by that company. Now come to the second part of the slide, center one, that when do we need to differentiate our products? When should companies do differentiation? This is after should be applied after researching the needs of the buyer or researching the needs of your target market. And a successful differentiation strategy will allow you to charge higher price from the product, and you will also gain customer loyalty because he will be attached to the differentiation features. So that is a sign of successful differentiation. Some other features include superior service, spare parts availability. John Deere and Caterpillar are examples of US market. Maruti is an example in India. Very good spare part availability. Engineering design, all German cars are example of that. Product performance, again you can say that Honda makes the best petrol engines in the world. The performance is the best. Useful life, gas mileage. Remember that Maruti ad कितना देती है. Or ease of use, things that are easy to use. All these things, all these parameters lead to differentiating the product. Now coming to the third and last part over here, a risk of pursuing differentiation strategy is that the unique product may not be valued highly. So if your product is different from the others but consumers don't value it, then again your advantage is lost. And second is, if your differentiation is easily copied by your competitor, then also is of no use. Now coming to another related concept with differentiation, that what kind of organizational requirements are there for a differentiated product or a service organizations. So first and foremost is research and development, especially in case of product based organizations. So 3M based in Minnesota is the best example of a company which makes around 50,000 different materials, very research oriented. Now this one is from manufacturing or a physical product example I've given you. Second is from the service or knowledge management industry, that is Google. Google is full of creative people. It's a very common knowledge in the business world. The most creative people on the earth, they are hired by Google. Then we have more examples highlighted in the turquoise blue color. Now Mountain Dew, the drink and root beer, they have a unique taste. Then Walmart and Home Depot offer you one-stop shopping experience, so that's a different shopping experience. Dell and FedEx, they offer you superior service. Then BMW and Porsche have very good engineering design and performance, whereas Hewlett Packard and IBM, they offer a very wide product range as far as computer hardware and desktops are concerned. So these were some more examples. Last we come to that differentiation can be done anywhere in the value chain. So here we've related differentiation with the value chain. How? So we'll see in the coming slide also. For example, you can be different in your supply chain activities. You can be different from others in R&D. 3M was the recent example studied just now. You can be different in production and technological activities. You can be different in manufacturing from your consumers. All Japanese companies are a good example over here, and their manufacturing practices which are very quality oriented. Then a company may be different in human resource management activities and so on. So the same thing, this is I just depicted the value chain over here so that you can remember it. We did it earlier in the earlier part of the course. So we've just discussed that differentiation is possible in all functional areas, in primary activities as well as secondary activities. Now moving on, differentiation, when is it effective? Now again, these kind of questions are important from a theoretical point of view and for analyzing cases. So what are the factors for effectiveness of differentiation? So the most effective differentiation bases are for a competitor to copy you, it should be very tough for him, or it should be very expensive for him. It would involve a lot of monetary resources if the competitor tries to duplicate you, and along any differentiation variable that has yielded a competitive advantage. So your differentiation should have led to certain kind of competitive advantage, and rival should be very, it should be very difficult for them to copy it. Now we coming to an example. When US Airways cut its prices, Delta quickly followed suit. It's Delta versus US Airlines. That means the differentiation was lost because Dell matched it. Then there are a second example is of Caterpillar and John Deere. Both make heavy equipment, tractors and earth moving machinery. John Deere was very good at its spare parts availability, but Caterpillar also soon matched its capability. So the sources of uniqueness must be time consuming and cost prohibitive. Simply then it is then your differentiation is valuable. For example, think of 3M. Is there any company which is able to copy 3M products till now? No, we can't think about any such company. A firm therefore must be careful while employing a differentiation strategy. That how you are going to be different should not be easily copied. That's what important. And second thing is the consumer must value that. Now last part is that the concept of perceived value should be much greater than the price they are paying. Now this is something that we studied earlier in psychology. That is the concept of perception. So if the consumer's perception can be different from reality, but if the perception of the consumer towards your product is good, then he is willing to pay more for it. So this you can do by various efforts that we have discussed below. Plus you have to be very good in marketing and presentation and advertising, etc., and the quality of website. Coming to the last part over here, a type 3 differentiation strategy can be effective under the following conditions. Now these are further points compared to the ones given above. When there are many ways to differentiate the product or services and many buyers perceive these differences as having values. So when there are ways, they are existing, so please the company may have use of that ways. Second, when the buyer needs and uses are diverse, where there is a diversity of buyers and buyers are willing to buy different kinds of products. When few rival firms are following a similar differentiation approach, that means you have a few competitors following that approach. And when technological change is fast paced and competition revolves around rapidly evolving product features, then also differentiation strategy is effective and useful. Now there are certain examples over here of companies and brands which have differentiated. So Dr. Pepper's is a cold drink in US that has a different taste compared to Coca-Cola and Pepsi. FedEx we have already discovered superior service. That's a courier company. Caterpillar is a heavy earth moving machinery company. So what's best about, and they make heavy big generators. They are here present in India also. Walmart everybody knows, they differentiate, they give you low cost products at a cheaper price than the competitors. Mercedes we have done, Prestige and Rolex, again everybody knows high end products. Quality, Honda Automobiles is famous all over the world for its petrol engines. And Jiffy Lube we have done, and I think that's enough. We should move forward. Now coming to the next and last topic, that is focus strategies. Now two keywords that are important over here is that the segment you are focusing should be of sufficient size and should have a growth potential. Growth is very important because every business, whether a small or needs to grow certain percentage every year. And third point, the market that you are, the segment that you are targeting should not be crucial to the success of other major competitors that you have. So its focus strategy is most effective when consumers have distinctive preferences. So this word is very important over here, distinctive. Consumers having a distinctive preference. Okay, now moving to the next slide.